What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your Indie Snapshot for today. I am Mathis, and I am bringing you an Indie Snapshot of something called Underrail. There is now a public demo for this game, and he's trying to get it up on Steam Greenlight if he hasn't already. And I stumbled across it because I've been looking at some Steam Greenlight stuff, and I remember reading somewhere that this game was trying to get up. I didn't know really much about it, and I still know very little about it, but it looks awesome. It is kind of a throwback to old-school Fallout. I think it's the best way to describe it. Post-apocalyptic, it takes place underground, etc., etc. It is a role-playing game with turn-based combat, similar to Xenonauts or XCOM and whatnot. So we're going to dive right in. We're going to play a little bit of it. I'm going to give you my thoughts as I play, and then tell you my final thoughts. Do I think it's worth it and whatnot? And then I'll give you the link. The link will be in the description below, as I don't think I have the link off the top of my head right now. So let's get in there. We're in a new game. So first thing you're going to see, character creation. Are you male or female? I'm male. My name is going to be Mathis. As you can see, you have strength, dexterity, agility, constitution, perception, will, and intelligence. This immediately brings back memories of the special system, and that's still used in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas today. Special being strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. Special. I think I hit them all. And all of those in the old Fallout games, and even the new ones, kind of made some of your skills better. Strength would make your melee better, dexterity your guns better, or certain guns for that matter, and charisma, your speech, you'd have different dialogue options. And it seems to be the same here. I've kind of gone through them before. Like constitution is going to give me more health. Agility is going to allow me to do higher jumping, fleet footness, and whatnot. And it's all very important to have all these kinds of things. So what I'm going to do here is I'm kind of going to try and build a stealth-like character to see how stealth holds up in this game. So we've got dexterity. It's my reflexes, hand-eye coordination, finger nimbleness. It affects many things such as operating, lock, thievery, and throwing. So we're going to throw. We have 5 points to play with. So we're going to throw 2 in there. We're going to take a look at will. We're going to throw 2 in will because I'm thinking sneaky who could talk his way out of stuff, and there's psychic powers in the game, so will actually works with that. And then perception. Everything else is going to stay average. I mean, we could take points out of strength if I really wanted to. Muscle power. We'll take away from 1 from strength, and we'll throw it into agility. There we go. So we're a little bit more agile. Next, you got to spend your skill points. You have 135 skill points, which actually works very nicely and evenly if you max out certain skills. So we're going to go with a maxed out stealth. It's going to give us the ability to do that. And as you can see, it says I put 15 points, but I effectively have a 17. Because in this game, there's something called synergizing. Since I have a high dexterity, I believe, agility, whatever, my stealth is automatically going to get a +2 bonus no matter what. So throwing 15 into stealth effectively gives me a 17. We're going to go down to persuasion. We want to be persuasive. And we're going to throw 15 in persuasion. It's going to have effectively an 18, and because its base skill is will, we're also going to get a buff, and having these is actually going to give us a buff to intimidation and mercantile. Even though we don't have any points into those, I'm automatically going to have 1 in 3, which is very, very nice. We have thought control, which we'll get to in a minute. Let's do some lock picking. Lock picking is always cool to be for a thief. 15 because it's based off dexterity, and we want to make sure we have some in guns too, because we're not melee fighters, therefore we need to make sure we have as many in guns as we can. Crossbows will be good. Yeah, I'm not so worried about that. We can do pickpocketing because we are thief-like characters, so that's always very cool. This is actually harkening back for me to Dungeons and Dragons too, which I really like. I haven't played D&D in a very, very long time, but when my friends home and around to play, it's fun. So we're going to do some thought control, ability to influence the mind of other living creatures through mental suggestions and domination, blah, blah, blah. So it's we definitely want to do that as stealthy characters. I'm not going to worry about metathermics or psychokinesis, which is fire and temperature control respectively. We're going to kind of avoid that for now. We got 45 more points to spend. So let's see. What do we want to do? We want to do some electronics. How's that sound? How about hacking? Hacking, because we're thieves. We want full subterfuge skills. I like it. And because of that, let's do some electronics as well. And we got 15 more points to spend. What is this going to give us? Represents your knowledge of biology. The skill is primarily used in crafting various items. So crafting, there is crafting in the game. Actually, do we want evasion? Increases your chance to avoid ranged attack. Dodge. So we want evasion because we're going to try and stay ranged as much as possible. So there we go. Next thing, we got to pick some feats. We have 2 feats to choose. Let us take a look here. What we want, we got Ninja Looter, reduces pickpocketing time by 50%, also grants you 10% bonus to stealth skill, really nice. Conditioning reduces mechanical heat, blah, blah, blah. Nimble reduces encumbrance. So all these do something. They're very much like perks from Fallout. So we are going to take, obviously, Ninja Looter. And we're going to take, what do we got? Sprint. We can do that. Burglar. We'll do aim shot. How's that sound? Sounds good to me. So there you go. That's your character building. Very, very, very in-depth, which I like. It allows for a lot of customization. You can play the character you want. So let's head into the game. Loading up. So far, I really like the thought of this game. Now, the graphics are very work in progress. Keep that in mind. This is an alpha demo. It's free, but it's an alpha demo, and he's trying to get it on green light. So what better way to try and get it on green light than let people play the game and make that decision for themselves? I'm going to read some of the text out loud. I know I don't typically do, but just to kind of move things along, I'm going to do it. So we got Hadrian Tanner saying, all right, last topic, of course, earthquake repairs. Is the breach at the administration level finally closed off? Vera says yes. Hadrian, in the South Tunnel, what's the situation there? Got to dig deeper to the planet to plant the explosives, or we risk damage to the tunnel. Almost everyone is working shifts up there now that the administration level is stabilized. Shouldn't be too long. Gorski, how's security looking? Got one man at the cave exit, and that's enough. Automated security is strong there, and as long as we know the crossroad and the cave are clear, cove rather, no one can sneak up on us. Got one man at the underpass, and he's ordered not to open the gate no matter what. That would be too risky at this time. Everyone else is at the platform securing workers and tunnels. Good, if no one has anything else to add, then we'll continue to conclude the council meeting. Actually, just one more thing. In case you didn't know already, I admitted a new citizen to the station. That Mathis fellow? Yes, he scored very well in most of the tests. I think he'll be a good addition to the station. You put too much trust in your test, Tanner. We'll see how he handles live in action. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Best put him to work immediately. We have a hard deck right now, indeed, blah, blah. So, as far as I could tell, as far as story goes, we're all living underground. There are sections kind of like spread out in different communities, and in order to live in this one, you need to pass a particular test. At least that's what I could tell. So, as you can see, 1 through 0 is going to be a combat. We can actually do Quick Invoker. Brings up a panel with your character's special attacks, abilities, psi, and viruses. You can invoke them directly from here or drag them onto the action bar. So what do we got? We got attacks, which we're going to drag. We're going to drag this to the action bar. Can't drag these yet because we don't have a gun. Stealth mode, we're going to bring over. Can we bring it over here? No. I wonder what the Q and W are for. We'll bring stealth over here. Locks mechanical electronic. So, and these, okay, so I'm going to hover over these abilities real quick. Stealth mode. It takes 10 action points to use and 2 turns to cool down. Like I said, everything is turn-based. Action points are similar to like time units. It's a much more simplified version because we're not looking at huge armies fighting huge armies. Can I just bring this down here, I guess? So there we go. We can close this up. This is our fighting right now. So in order to move, you click. It's grid-based. You just don't see the grid. We can come over here and turn this light on. Look at the hanged rat picture. It says, what could it mean? Look at the shelves. Nothing on the shelves, but if there were, you could just click take all. Take a look at our desk. What do we got here? Private quarters keycard. Unlocks your private quarters. So we're going to take that. Personal computer. Security scope. Mathis personal access level is full. Take a look at our personal messages. We got one read message keycard from Wayne. Hi, I fixed your door so the keycard should work fine now. If you haven't found it yet, the keycard should be in your desk. See you around. So thank you, Wayne, for that. Welcome from Tanner. Title: Welcome from Tanner. Congratulations, you have passed all the tests we presented you in the past weeks and have now obtained a full citizenship to Southgate Station, SGS. On behalf of the entire community, I welcome you to our folds. Visit me in the office and the comms as soon as you've rested so we can discuss your duties for the days. Alright, cool. So that's our mission right there. Glad that kind of integrated in the computer. Again, the graphics are simple. I think the character models need a massive amount of work, but that's to be expected. So let's see what we got. We got a locker here. Padded cave hopper leather armor. 10% encumbrance. This armor is cave hopper leather. It's padded with soft foam that prevents squeaky leather sounds as where it moves around. So, I don't know if we automatically get that or we're getting that because we are a stealthy-like character, but that's really useful. The inventory. Can I hit a key cut? Yep, there it is. So just hit I to bring up your inventory, and we can just drag this right onto them. You can see there are slots: shoulder slot, stomach slot, hands, feet, head. Can't really drag that anywhere, but that's that. I don't think it changes. Yep, it does change our look, so that's kind of cool. I always like games that allow you to change your look. We got health hypo that catalyzes repairs, and some bandages. So bandages and health hypo. Useful, useful. Can we drag this? down here. So we could probably drag this down here, but we can leave it in the inventory for now. Not really too worried about it. We got a light switch. So one of this game boasts is multiple ways to tackle missions. We'll actually get to see that hopefully very soon. We can unlock. So, as you can see, big map. There's a lot of scrolling involved. We can kind of look around. Take a look at the shelves. This is one of those games where you want to explore. You want to see if you can find anything useful on your travels. So let's see. This door is indeed locked. Now I don't know if there's a map. Nope, does not seem like there is. So we'll just start looking around now. Now my curiosity is going to lie in how varied the environments are. I could see this game getting very, very repetitive with the environments, which could be very, very dangerous. Locked. Oh, we can lock our doors. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I think I might need lockpicks. I don't think I can go that way. That's the end of the map right there. Security camera, so we'll head down here. For alpha, though, I do say it does look pretty decent. Very nice. So we'll go over here. Locked, so let's go to the elevator. So we got a lot of choices. We need to get to... administration and library, no. Engineering. Lower Underrail exit. Armory and shooting range. Commons and cantina. Nowhere. Where's his office? That would be my question. Where is the office? So I guess we'll go to the commons and the cantina. Head down there. Crafting. View blueprints, so hit G. You can see our crafting. Nothing to craft yet, though. Got a notes. Talk to counselor. And the commons level. Okay, so I actually said it there. Combat stats. We're looking healthy for now. But we can look at combat stats, which is nice. Locked, even though it's commons area. Looks like a classroom. Pop this open just in case. Nothing to search, so we'll go over here. This could be his office right here. This looks like it is. Adrian Tanner. Locked. Everything with red, I think, means you can't do anything with it, so we will talk to him. Tanner says notice users approach him, but remains focused on the monitors in front of him for a few more seconds as he types something out quickly. He then gives you his full attention and a friendly smile. Congratulations once again, Mathis, and welcome aboard. You scored highly on our tests. No small feat. I'm sure you'll turn out to be very valuable and respected citizen. Your welcome parting, will have to wait. I'm afraid, as there are some pressing matters keeping a lot of us occupied at the moment. That's alright as long as it happens eventually. Looking forward to it. Don't like parties much anyway. Well, we're a stealthy guy. We like to keep it to ourselves, so don't like parties much anyway. Well, it's tradition. Besides, people want to get to know you. We don't want new faces. We don't get new faces here often. So I hope the earthquake didn't disturb you much and you were able to rest up a bit. We got our work cut out for us. How are you doing? Let's see. It's about time. Do I get to shoot stuff? Doing well, thanks. What's up? I'm well enough. How much damage did the earthquake cause? We are, I don't want to say we're smart talking. We're more self-reserved. Let's get right down to business. I'm well enough. How much damage did the earthquake cause? Not much damage to the station itself, and there were no casualties. However, South Tunnel has caved in, so we're stuck until that's cleared up. But it's nothing that you should be concerning yourself with at this time. First, you can have your gun back. Lucas at the armory should have it. Since you'll be doing some field work today, I want you to head to the shooting range and warm up. So it looks like we're going to be grabbing our gun, doing some practice, and then heading out. Before you go, Dr. So, a lot of tutorial stuff. In the beginning, I had the option to skip the tutorial, but I didn't want to. I wanted you guys to see the full experience of the game to start. We could head in here and do a lot of talking. I'm not going to worry about that too much, I don't think. Let's see what's in here. I mean, let's see if it's worth... What do we got? Commoner. So Arlene's the only one. You've met Arlene during your testing period. She's in charge of food preparations while rationing. Ha! We used to make fun of Tanner's stupidly high standards when admitting new people. Not the end of the world if we get someone perfect, we said. And here you are, bringing us earthquakes on day one. Oh yeah, it's our fault. We could say very funny, or we could persuade, since we do have a max persuasion skill for our early level. Hey, it couldn't have been me. I am perfect, so do I get to eat some real food now that I'm a citizen? Well, aren't you a joker? Don't remember hearing you complain before, so what do you need? We can just talk about the earthquake a little bit. Tells them basically that it collapsed the tunnel. They shouldn't know much outside of that. We just say what else is new, and we gotta go. So there is a dude in the back, Jack Quicksilver. But we can do some. Let's talk to Jack. He looks important. Where are you from, Jack? Not a citizen of any place that you're asking. Travel around a lot, but I'm not on a train. I spend most of my time in the hub. Are you a trader? Among other things, are you looking to trade? Show me what you got. So, it looks like we got a market guy. Nice, we're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to go see if we can snatch some stuff out of this locker over here is what we're going to do. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Some shelves. We got some meat, we can take that. Always worth check it out, I guess. Didn't do much talking, which is glad. I didn't really want to do a lot of talking. We can check these boxes. I feel like one complaint, it's going to be very hard to click on these. You're going to have to hit the corner over here. So maybe if there is an item here, it should automatically detect it behind the wall since it is an isometric development view. Small nitpick, but just something of note. So we can swing out here now. So we got to go to the gun range and the medical supply. No picture either, by the way. That'll probably be coming. This is our health bar, presumably. Can swing down here. Locked. Did I check these shelves? Let's check them. Nothing. Head out of here. So, armory and shooting range first, then we can head over to the doctor's medical supply office. We got a sentry bot. Nice change of scenery. It's always good. We have an auto turret as well. Could be very dangerous if we were in combat. Got guard. Lucas is who we need. Hey, Mathis, I hear you're staying with us for a while. For a while, at least. Well, make yourself at home. Can I have my gun back? Of course. It was the 5mm and some ammo, if I recall correctly. I have it right here. So there we go. Let's pop up in this. So we can drag the gun into our slot. Do we need to do anything with this? So look at all these things we can do with it. We can reload a weapon, which costs 15 action points. Reload current weapon. So do we need... Let's put this on our bar. Probably going to want to do something like that. So we got to reload. Reloaded. So we got single bullet. We can loads a single bullet. Can only do that out of combat. So we can reload a single bullet out of combat. Interesting. They all cost 15 action points, which is a little weird. Assuming all that, like reloading a single bullet, I mean, I feel like that should cost less if it's only a single bullet. We're only going to get a certain amount of work out of that. So we got Gorski. You guys basically saying you pass a test. That could not have been easy, but don't think you're some kind of hot shot now. You are yet to deserve the privilege you've been given. I understand. I'm here for some target practice. Go ahead then, but what exactly do I need to do? How the hell should I know you came here on your own? Actually, Tanner sent me here. So he told you should do, then 10 shots in target. Alright, I think I can figure it out. So you're going to do this. Start a new session. So we take a shot. 56% chance of shooting. Shot him. Shot him. Shot him. Just taking it for a spin. I think this is wasting our ammo, unfortunately. I don't see action points anywhere. Okay, I get it. So, we're just gonna have to reload now. We definitely used ammo we probably didn't want to do. And we got our ammo back. How's that sound? Let's go see if we can get our ammo back. Let's head in. Maybe can we head in here? Because these doors are locked. Locked. Can't lockpick either. Let's do some exploring. Shelves. Lockers, everything's locked in red. So what do we got? We could buy ammo. Can't trade. He refuses. There's a refusal acceptance bar, actually. It was a good point to show this off. So all I have to trade, really, I can offer, like, random things like my card, or, well, actually that's locked, so like a health hypo. The more I offer for a certain amount, the more he either accepts it or refuses it. Very cool little interesting bartering system. Very simple, easy to look at. Let's head to the doctors. Medical psionics. Oops. So let's head in here. Pascal, I heard you wanted to talk. Oh, hello, Mathis. First, let me congratulate you, so blah, blah, blah. It's good that you came. I actually want to talk to you about some of the results of those tests we did earlier. Is there something wrong with me? No, quite the contrary. Sorry if I scared you. You see, test results show that you have a certain amount of psionic potential. Yes, I know that. You mean, like, I can read people's minds? No, not really. Well, not yet anyway. Perhaps one day if you train your mind right. Okay, let me just tell you a bit about psionic potential first. It's a relatively rare, inheritable, complex genetic trait that triggers development of certain otherwise latent components of the brain. It allows a person to perform subtle psionic invocations, such as influencing up minds of others, as well as not some subtle ones, like basically fire, pyrokinetics, metothermic dynamic, whatever it is, metathermics. How do I realize that? You must first disable your psionic inhibitors, a neural structure in your brain that prevents you from accessing your psionic projections we assume was designed to prevent the infants from unwittingly harming themselves. There are ways to do this, by extension meditation, but this can take years. We have more efficient methods. Basically, just take a pill and swallow it. Do it, just do it. Oh, whoa. Psychedelic. I just took the pill and swallowed it. Down to business. That's my character for you. I think I just passed out. Oh, my head hurts. What happened? Disabling the inhibitor means seems to have caused a psionic surge, but you're alright now. While you were out, I took the liberty of performing some more DNR testing. Determining levels. You have a decent predisposition of developing psionic powers. If you train your mind further, you can become quite good at it. You'll have to talk. Metathermics. Martial arts. Don't need to worry about those two. So we gotta go see Ezra and engineering. Sounds good to me. As they messed with my brain a little bit there. Pathfinding seems to be decent. We have a new bar now, which is just our psi bar. So we're going to engineering now. Ezra. Where are you, darling? I hear your mind. You can control minds. Najid Ezra. Oh, it's a dude. As he turns around to face you, you immediately notice there is something off with this man. His face is pale, hairless, he is missing one of his eyes, and instead wires protrude from his eye socket, traveling over the side of his face, disappearing down the back of his neck. The other eye is almost colorless with pupil. Great, so he's really creepy looking. He speaks with a calm voice. Hello, Mathis. I'm Ezra. I act as the head network administrator. Are you blind? What exactly did you hear? Do you have anything to trade? I hear you have a powerful mind controller. He just stares at me, huh? He just keeps staring at you. Stare back at him. At first, nothing happens. The two of you just stand there staring at each other. Thoughts slowly start to drift away from what you are doing, and you almost don't notice that you're losing control of your own body. Uh-oh. The world around you blurs away until the only thing clear to see is Ezra's one eye staring at you. Seems as though it's not looking at your face, but through it into your mind. Give in and let Ezra take over, or try to wrestle back and control your body. Well, since it is will, and I did max out will, and I love unique dialogue options, I'm going to take the first one. You try to fight the intrusion, but Ezra's will is too strong. You stand there for a few minutes, held like a prisoner in your own body, and then the world disappears. So, rumors are true, obviously. Ooh, you find yourself a small island in the middle of a lake with no recollection of how you got here. I got some abilities. So we're going to take these out. Neural overload, thought control, short circuits, central nervous system of a living target, dealing some damage, etc., etc. We want to take aim shot, obviously, and we want to take this. We'll put that there. Take a shot at him. Oh, turns. Neural overload. Oh, damage. Oh, damage. So we can do neural overload on him. It's a side damage ability, so we'll do that again. Can we do that? Can we end the turn somehow? End turn. Space ends turn. Just to keep that in note. Do that again. And we exploded him. And we're losing control of ourselves. Oh, I'm back in my room. Weird. Footlocker. Oh, credits! I didn't notice that last time. I should have checked that. I forgot. I knew that was there. Broken Pixel, I like the name of that. Let's check our computer. Alright, let's head back downstairs. Ezra took control of us. We took some damage, that's actually unfortunate. And we lost some psi. Not exactly ideal. Even though we were only trapped in our own mind, we actually took real damage. It's kind of a pain. What did you do to me? Only what you wanted. Consider the first lesson free of charge. I could teach you how to short-circuit the brains of others and instill fear in them. Thought control 30, huh? Not ready for it. Alright, so, we can go back here and learn from him. That's what that was all about. That's kind of cool. So let's take a look at our notes. Talk to Gorski at the shooting range and have a practice session. I thought I already did that. We'll go back to the shooting range then. How do these consoles work again? Oh, okay, I have to end the session. End session. Final statistics. Leave. Okay, let's check our notepad. But I already did. Let's do this one. Start a new session. Let's just go through all of our bullets. The only thing I can think of is using all the bullets. Maybe that'll consider the session done. I'm done with target practice. There you go. Alright, back to Tanner. Going back to the commons. Swing in here. Talk to Tanner. I'm done with target practice. Listening. Down just northwest. We're built by another station on go. So we're going to retake some outposts. You need to activate main power generator, blah blah blah. To say alright, we're not going to get too much into the conversation. We do want to see as much of this game as possible. Probably a multi-part indie snapshot, as this is a role-playing game. There's lots to see. Try to get through the whole demo for indie snapshot. Actually, I think that'll be it for video 1 now that I think about it. I've been recording for a while. So, I hope you guys enjoyed part 1. We'll be seeing part 2 soon. I believe there is a save feature. There is. New. You save. Type in Mathis. YouTube. Save. You save it up, which is always good. And quit. And I'll see you guys next time here on Indie Snapshot for Underrail.